Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to talk about the Tesla and is it worth buying a second-hand Tesla? This one is 2.5 years old, it's done 28,000 miles, and I have to make the decision, is do I get another one or do I go for something else? Now, obviously with the war in Iran and the different conflicts going on, fuel prices are skyrocketing. So having an electric car, maybe it's the time to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give a quick walk round of the car, and then we're going to decide together how this car has fared up after 30,000 miles, because Teslas haven't always got the best reputation. So by us walking around, I'll show you what I know has broken and what hasn't broken, and my complete journey since getting it to how reliable it's been. Because these second-hand ones, they plummet. So maybe it's the time. So let's go and have a little look around. And thank you for watching. If you do like, please like and subscribe. It really means a lot because my full content is really struggling. So thank you, everyone, and let's go. Okay, starting off, this is a 2024 Model Y Performance, okay? Which means it's got obviously the bigger wheels, which we'll come to is not a good move. It's got the more powerful pack. It's very fast. It is very, very fast. It's got full cameras. It's obviously white. You know, it's got this carbon fibre trim, and you always know when it's got the red line, the dual motor. So from the outside, it's still relatively tidy. There's no, on my one, there's no dents or anything. Now, let's start with the alloys, okay? If you are buying a second-hand Model Y Performance or any of the Teslas, the biggest thing is curbed wheels, okay? So I'm going to show you my wheels. And I've never had a car like it, okay? So when you do buy one, make sure you check the wheels very carefully. You know, as you can see, they are knackered. And the weird thing with Tesla wheels is the lacquer peels off. So unlike a normal curb mark, like just these here, these normal curb marks, it actually, the lacquer almost comes off the wheels. So if you are buying a second-hand one, it is definitely something to look out for. Now from the outside, I can't fault the car at all in terms of, there's no weak point I have found on the outside, except if this is scratched, gives you up a fault all the time, saying blind spot not available, etc. So that is something to think about. If you come over to the car and you look and this has got scratches all over it, it's probably going to give you a bit of problems. I've never had a problem with these cameras. The other thing to look at, these cars, for some reason, have a real problem with bugs, okay? I don't know if it's because it's not got a grille or whatever, but when you drive this, it absolutely covers. So bear in mind, it's still like winter here, and it just seems to pick up bugs like no other car. So probably check carefully on the bumper that someone hasn't done something, you know, to get the bugs off, because in the summer, I'm not joking, it is absolutely thousand. So let's go inside and talk about the interior. Okay, so we're inside. So like I said, the car itself now has got 23,000 miles, okay? So let's start on the seats, okay? They have worn very, very well. This is a bit dirty, I'm sorry, but the kids do. But this has been used with children, and they jump around and we want to watch YouTube and all of that because of the screen, which I'll turn around in a minute. So in terms of trim, overall, for a second-hand car, I would not moan about how this is fared. I have had Range Rovers and Discoveries where the seat has started to break down. None of that. In terms of that, everything's still tight, solid. So one thing you need to check, which I'll show you in a minute, which broke on mine, but we'll come to that. So yeah, for interior wise, all the mirrors, none of it's shown any signs of real wear. So I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to show you a few other things. Okay, so the screen. So you can see ours has done 23,000 miles, and it says bits and pieces, but I'm not so interested in what this can do. I'm more showing you the wear and tear. This screen has had children playing the games, because obviously with the Teslas you do have games, you see, and the kids, whenever you're charging, wants to play the games. So basically you can use the steering wheel to drive the games, and the kids like that type of thing. So they're always touching this screen. It's fared up very well. I've never had it crash. I've never had a problem with it. So in it's about 2 years, just over 2.5 years, I've never had a problem. The other thing is the battery, okay? Since I've had this car, I've never noticed a change in the battery. I do what Tesla says. I only charge it to 85%. But like I said, it's not been an issue for me. The battery life, the screen is not slow. It's always done updates over there. Yeah, I do have a slow puncher, but that's nothing to do with the car. So coming from the entertainment, these buttons, fine, all work. Nothing wrong at all. So let's go to the only problem that I have found. So when you first get in the Tesla, like I said, just feel the steering, feel everything, because these wheels are notorious, okay? And I would recommend you really check round the wheels, because really that's the only thing that most people hit, okay? Now, like I said, the trim, even though it hasn't broken, one piece has, and it's annoying, okay? And what that piece is, let me get out, is here, okay? You can clearly see that piece of plastic snapped. Now, that's not going to be an expensive fix. All that happened is I caught my trousers on it, and it just literally didn't take much to break. The other thing you want to always check when you're going to buy one is check the door handles, okay? I have had it where door handles become very, very stiff, and you close the door and it's not closed. I mean, it sends you errors, bits and pieces. And if you are going to check the charger cables you get with the car, make sure you've got them all, because sometimes they can get a little bit sticky, and also the button on the top can be thin. Anyway, so if you are going to think about buying a second-hand 3-year-old Tesla, would I recommend it? 100%. These cars drop from 65 grand down to 30, 25, whatever it is. I don't know what this is because I've leased this one, but I would recommend buying a second-hand one because it's still got a lot of life in it. If you do like this video, please like and subscribe. Check out my other content. I have a lot of Ineos and other videos. Everyone, catch you soon.